Today I would like, or we can start playing with these elements. I will bring a new way of working with the intervals in the beginning. We will apply the R in different levels. We just continue. Then we add to the W, the V, also the L, before we invite the light forces to penetrate our cell system. And it sounds a lot, it will be a lot, but it should be playful. Just that you know what you try is the relevant thing. And do not push any pressure on yourself. Just take my suggestions as what they are, suggestions, and then use your inner perception to try to follow how you have understood them. And the second thing is, you stay with yourself. 60% of your activities in what you try to do, 30% of your activities, you stay with yourself, because this brings the countercurrents about, which create harmony, equilibrium, and health in our body. May I invite you to join. And like always, we begin with arriving at ourselves. And that's the basic for everything. And what we do is just we connect with our inner system and through the body go downwards. And the rest just happens in our observation. We notice the carrying forces coming about, but it's still a reaction to that we constantly let go and connect with our inner system and let go to what's down there. And then we can even go a little step further and discover that in these carrying forces, that's not one thing, it contains from everything. All elements we are working on during the hour somehow are present there. And one can nearly feel it. So, let's just start with this. I arrive in my center. I feel my breath, the space of my chest, of my breast, and I let go through the body, through the legs, into the earth. And I notice that through this carrying forces come about. I feel carried. My heels become light just by themselves because my body is carried. And I listen into these carrying forces. Who is present in them? I don't try to make myself a picture, I just listen into the space. I let my breath react. I relax, make a step forward or backwards, or do it where I am. And repeat it one more time. My center, wide, letting go through the body, through the legs, into the earth. Experiencing this being carried. And just enjoying it. Hello, who are you? And I let go. We repeat what we've been doing the last 4 times with this little step forwards and letting the arms rise. And remember, through staying in contact with myself, I can go out very far, but even this grounds me even more. And for those who are new, it's so easy. It's not difficult at all. Just try to follow the way you grasp it. The left foot, and please take the left one, takes a step forward. The right one, a step to the side. I feel the soles of my feet, my clavicles, and this impulse of lightness, of wanting to go forward, to go out. This sensation I let flow into my upper arms, into my lower arms, and they move as they want, into the wrist of my hands. I feel my hands, I feel all 5 fingers. I go through the fingertips out there, trying to touch the ceiling or the corners of the room, and have the feeling, I arrive. But I also feel my feet now. I let go and keep this feeling. It may diminish, but the memory of it just stays. I have arrived. And this, where I went to. I close my feet. I let my breath react. Left, forward, right to the side. Clavicles, activity. I pour it into the upper arms, further into the lower arms, into the wrists of my hands. In my hand, everything becomes light. All my 5 fingers, I feel them. My fingertips, I go out there, far out. I arrive. Slowly I let go, but this feeling stays a little bit. The breath reacts freely. I close my feet. I relax. Now we do the polar way, coming in, but it's still from the clavicles towards the fingertips because you want to arrive somewhere. The right foot makes a step backwards. The left one, I pull it slowly towards the right foot, very slowly. I arrive. I feel my heels, my clavicles, and I feel this big space. Wow. And from my clavicles, I go to my upper arm. I go into my lower arm, arrive in my wrists. I feel my hands. My fingers start weaving. I go through the fingertips out there, like putting pepper around me or nice smell. And then I let this, what went out there, penetrate my body. Like in a cosmetic studio. Nice cream. I breathe. I feel how I stand. I relax. I repeat once again. Right foot back. I pull the left one slowly towards the right one. I arrive. Feel my heels, my clavicles, the space. From my clavicles, I pour this feeling into the upper arms, into the lower arms. I feel my wrists, my hands. All 5 fingers, they start to weave in and out. I go through my fingertips, spraying nice air around me, nice smell. and then let it penetrate my body. I arrive. I feel how I stand now, how I breathe, and I let go. I relax. My breath just moves as it wants. Now we do it a similar order, and I will explain it, and we can just do it as we go along, but we are not going as the way we went through the arm as we did it before, but we start playing a little bit, we modify it a little bit, we start sort of tune. Yeah? And maybe I will do the same step again, you don't see it, but I'm closer to the camera that you can see my arms better. The left foot makes a little step forward, as it always did. The right foot, a little step to the side. I feel my clavicles. And now I let this feeling of lightness go into my lower arms, and they become light. And then I come back to my upper arms, and I just take it up, oh yes. And from the upper arms, I go again into this lightness of the lower arms. And then I go directly into my hands, into my fingers, weaving, then my fingertips going out. And I arrive as before. And then, slowly, I let go. The breath reacts. I feel my feet, or how do you feel your feet? I go a few steps backwards, you see a little bit more of my legs now, and you just do continue from where you are, or we do it again one step forward, the same, or we just try to put this feeling of lightness of the clavicles into the bones of our arms. Left forward, then to the right. Lightness in the clavicles, entering the lower arms, making them light. Flowing back into the upper arms, experiencing lightness. Again, going out into the lower arms. From there into the hands, into the fingers, through the fingertips out there. I arrive. And I'm on the palms of my feet. And I let go. And I close my feet. On the way back, you can stand where you are, stay where you are. We do now just a step backwards. And when we come in, we start upper arm, lower arm, upper arm. And then we go in the hands, fingers, as it was before. It's very easy. It's just a different way of walking through the bones of the arm. Right foot, one step backwards. Left foot, I pull it slowly towards it. I arrive. I feel my heels, my clavicles, and I start in this big space. And now I go from my clavicles into my upper arm. I feel it. Into my lower arm. I feel them. And now again into the upper arm. Wow, I feel it so. And then we continue as it was. Hands, fingers, fingertips, we spray around. Nice things we like. Which we like to penetrate our skin, our body, to make us feel good. The breath reacts. I let go. Last time, and then we sit down to listen to the resonance. Right foot back, left foot slowly pulling towards it. I arrive. Heels, clavicles, space. From the clavicles, in the upper arm, in the lower arm, and back into the upper arm. From there into the palms of the hands, into the fingers, through the fingertips, out there, what's there. Feeling it all around us. And then let it penetrate the body. Let the breath react. And slowly walk to where you can sit without losing the energy which we have just created. Sit down for 1 or 2 minutes. Listen into your body. What do I perceive now? What comes into my mind first? My skin, my bones, my breath, lightness or pressure? Even pressure could be experienced from this exercise. Where's lightness? Where's weight? How is it distributed? It can be distributed within me. I feel some parts lighter, some parts more heavier. It can be distributed among us. Some of you feel lighter, some of you feel heavier. Both elements were in this exercise. How is your breath flowing? Which color would you give it? How do you perceive your upper arms, the left one and the right one? How would you describe the difference? They can't be the same. So if they look the same, just look closer. If you find tiny little differences. How do you experience the skin around your body? Is it very open, perforated, radiant outwards? Or is it more a thick skin, protective, but also maybe like a heavy coat? Warm, but I also have to carry it. And how do you perceive the space in your lungs? And also here, left and right. Is it the same? Feel free to look at whatever comes. Let your breath react, and let's become ready to continue to the second part, where we were working with the R sound, the R, which is, if you speak it the Bavarian way, very obvious, this compression and letting go. Like an engine of a car, yeah, which is still having troubles to start, but then it starts. Yeah? And you're always this compression and letting go, compression and letting go. And we use it in a way just to, because in the body we need these forces, we need stability and we need relaxation in a constant rhythm. That's activating our inner processes. And again, we start with the basic way of doing the air, just saying hello to it. If you stand one foot in front, one a little bit more behind, it's easy to follow with the legs what's going to happen, but you can also just stand parallel, whatever feels better for you. So I do it this way now. And the archetype in a way is, I am here, and I feel, I use my upper arms to create, and my hands to come in. Yeah, it's a contention, compression, contraction. And from this I feel this rising of energy. Yeah? Yeah, after a good meal, yes, I'm full of energy, and then I can just let go. I let go. I give away. But then I also let go what I've given away and return to myself. And just turn your hands, how it feels good. Contraction, rise of energy, letting go, and letting go the letting go. And just close your feet and stand quiet for a moment. Let your breath react. It's not necessary to do it very often. It's just to touch it. Huh? And if it feels touched, great. You can repeat it, but you can also go on to the next step. And now we have experienced these archetypal the four archetypal basic elements. I change my feet just to realize that I have a favorite way of standing, and now this one for me feels less stable. That's normal. We are not equal left and right, or the same left and right. And now we try to get this movement round. It needs a sort of consciousness. I must observe how can I merge these four elements into one another. Coming in, the rising starts, the letting go starts, the letting go of the letting go starts. Halfway finished, the new element starts. Halfway finished, the going out. Halfway out, the letting go comes. Halfway gone, coming in. And 2 more times, observe yourself. And great. Again, just a pause. Let your breath react. Now we do it in a way that we are looking for the carrying force in the letting go. And remember when we went through the hands, yeah, and we were spreading the fingers, this energy where things become wide and airy like wings. This sphere we want to reach with the arm gesture too. So we do it one time just circling, and then we let go a little bit and try to have this airy feeling carrying us forward a few steps. Yeah? Okay, we turn 2 times, as one time without walking, just coming in. It's rising. I let go. I'm looking for this airy element. Can it carry me? Can I trust it? And I let go. Again, I come in. The energy rises. I let go and I listen to the moment. Now it starts carrying me, it's carrying me, it's carrying me. And then I let go. And I arrive at myself. I feel my body from head to toe. I let my breath react, and I return just towards where I started. I stay in the path which I've just made. I stay in the exercise. I do not turn. I breathe and repeat it 2 more times, just trying, can we find this carrying moment? Again, first 1 time without walking. 2nd time. And letting go. The breath reacts. And what we are looking for is that I'm not running to carry my arms, my wings, but my wings just invite my legs to follow. We go back to where we started. So the legs just start to walk by themselves because they like children to follow this beautiful dragon up there in the sky. Okay, last time. Contraction, rising of energy, not walking now, letting go, feeling this lightness, letting it go, returning to yourself. Contraction, rising of energy, fingers become wide, the whole arms carry me, and I let go. The breath reacts. I'm connected with myself. I feel my feet. This exercise easily can lift ourselves a little bit out of the body if we do not really connect with, because the feet shall walk by themselves. So, but we try to stay connected. And for this reason now we continue working with the legs and really do the air now with the hips. Yeah? Just start again. Have the hands in front. And now we are not doing it actually with the hands, but with the hips, and the hands just follow. So we go down, we make the bow under there, we make the bow behind, we make the bow above, and the bow in front. And we come back. Contraction, rising of energy, letting go, going down. In the hips, the hands just follow. Behind, up, letting go, air, feeling down, contraction, it's round there, it's warm, coming up, and now airy feeling in the lower belly, going down, contraction, coming up, airy feeling, letting go, and close the feet. And breathe and feel your legs. We just change the feet and do it 3 more times. That's enough, yeah? We just, the lower curve, the curve behind, the curve above, the curve in front. I feel it with my hips. The lower curve, and I stay more or less upright. Not sophisticatedly, but just and curve in front, lower curve, curve behind, curve above, and I let go, arrive at myself. I feel my uprightness, my back, my feet. My breath may react. And now to finish with this way of doing the R, we do it around our head. Not small, pretty big, but just beginning here, just under the arms, yeah, on the level of the chest. We let it rise behind the head, going forward and coming down again. And when the hands go forward, we make a few steps, not many forwards, as we did before. And on the way back, we will use our legs. I will tell you how. So we do it, we just start on the level of the chest, and we do it one way standing. It goes behind. It rises behind the head. And now the forces of lightness come forward and come down slowly. And it comes in on the level of the chest. Behind the head it rises, and now it's becoming light, and it carries us forward a little bit as it did before. It's coming down, and now to come in, do a step backwards and try to use your calves, your lower legs, to pull your hands back. Use your legs, the lower legs, to bring the hands in. Then stop, rise behind, come forward. I just turn, come forward, relax. The hands are out, and now feel the lower legs. Feel the back of the lower legs. Use your lower legs to slowly pull the hands in, and then stop, rise behind, let it go again. Let you be carried, arrive, use the lower legs, very tenderly bring them back, and stop. Again, last time, rise behind, let the wings above your head carry you forward, let the arms sink, and bring them back with the help of your calves, of your lower legs. Bring them in. The hands follow them. Arrive at yourself. Let go. Breathe. Now, we have already touched that these elements we practice at the beginning of the lesson with the arms are sort of basic elements within each movement. And the R likes it, that it's basic elements, that we detect them a little bit, that we touch them a little bit. And the legs cannot express it fully, but the more, when we have the feeling, yes, we feel the similarity, the connection, the more they enjoy it, yeah? They feel understood. So the less we can make it, but still feel it, the more it is what we try. Okay. Just lift one lower leg, the foot hangs. Bring the lower leg down and feel that you plant your foot into the earth and you still use your upper leg. Lift your upper leg, your thighs. Plant your foot, have force in the upper leg, the thigh, and plant the foot. Again, lift it, put a little bit of energy in it, plant it. Lift it, energy, and just remind you of the air gesture. Can I feel a little bit of similar feelings? Do not ask your head. Just feel into this direction. And arrive. Just lean back on your heels. Feel how they support your spine. Feel energy rising through your legs, supporting your spine. And this uprightness coming about through this. Feel the wrist, the ankles of your feet. Even try to feel the bones of the ankles, the torsals of your feet. And how this reaches your clavicles. And relax again. Feel your upper legs, let your breath react. remember what we did with these fingers, just weighing out and weighing in. And we just use the toes and feel the space between our toes just to have this airy feeling of going out and coming back. Like a meadow with grass, we go with our toes through the grass. Oh, so nice, all these flowers. And we come back and have flowers in between our toes. And we go there, oh, so nice. And so beautiful how they come back. Yeah? And we're just going out. And coming back is just the result. And if you can try to feel your toes differently, starting with the big one and the second one, third, fourth, fifth. And then come back. Never mind if you manage, it's just that you try. Can I feel number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5? And let them become wide, one after the other. And try, does it remember you of a quality of the air we have just moved? And enjoy it. It's not a memory of the head, it's just a feeling. Up here, yeah. And come back. And then just go out with your foot and use your calves, your lower leg, and pull the energy which is out there slowly, carefully in. And then again the other one, you go out, and what's there, you slowly bring it home to you. And again, it can be any direction, you go out and you use your lower leg to bring things back. It's like harvesting. But there's so many things which can stay out there. Only what's for me, I bring back. I go out and I'm looking what's for me, and what's for me I bring in. And the rest may stay there. And go back directly to the back. Use your lower leg. Bring in very carefully what's for you. Gently ask, may I take you home? Come with me. Come home. Arrive at yourself and breathe. Feel your legs, your uprightness, the way you stand on the ground. Let your breath react and slowly sit down to listen to the resonance of this part of the exercise, of the lesson. How do my legs feel now? Stable, like tree trunks. A little bit shaky because of all this not because of, just a little bit shaky, or light and alive. Their feet, how are they? Your shoulders, are they broad or small? Have they grown or diminished? Which part of your body feel warm? Which ones feel refreshed? Which part of the body is the most present in your perception? Really wants to be seen. Look at me, here I am. And let your breath free. Despite of all looking in different corners of your body, do not put pressure on your breath, which could happen if you want to look there or there. No, you look into your body and the breath can just unfold freely its wings. And let the body also follow the breath and the way it wants to move. Yeah. If you still want to, I invite you to start with part 3, where we now want to use these forces. We have done a lot, bringing rhythm in different ways into between contraction and expansion, between assembling and letting go. And now, in a way, we want to bring these forces up and connect it with our that upper and lower system can connect nicely. And again, we start with the V. And those of you who have been in this sequence of exercises know we try to do with the V, and it starts with an 8. The hands start next to the pelvis, half a circle up, half a circle up, half a circle down, half a circle up. And we continue now, and we just try that it affects the inside of our body. We do something with our arms, but we feel it somehow, some inner elements follow a little bit, or are affected by it, or notice it, or respond to it. And the last time, outer movement, inner perception. We arrive slowly, everybody in its own speed and time. We relax. At the moment I have one foot a little bit in front, the other one back, but you can have it parallel, doesn't matter at all. Now we do the counter current. When the hands go up, we go down. We go down only a few millimeters, and we come up and the hands go down. And we arrive up and the hands are down. And we go so slowly down that we have time to go down until the hands are up. And we take all the time to come up until the hands are down. Last time. Going down. And going up. And we let go. And now we can try, we have the hands going up, and the body makes the counter current. It can also be different. You go down, the hands, and the counter current. It's just a little difference in the change of consciousness. Yeah, it's not. You can do it the way you want. And then we discover the counter current to the counter current of the legs. So the hands go down, up, the legs go down. But somehow this brings into existence a sort of lightness which goes up. And when my legs come up, a sort of lightness comes down, just as a reaction. I'm not doing it. I'm just noticing it. I'm pretty astonished that something like this is there. Or maybe it's not. Just look into this direction if you can detect a little bit. I again change my legs, And we do it the last time, trying to find the countercurrent to the countercurrent, if there is any. I go down, is something going up? I come up, is something going down as a reaction to my coming up? My hands bring the body down. Is something else coming up? My hands bring the body up. Is there a countercurrent which brings me into the feet? I let go, I breathe freely. And now we have this energy going up and down, and that's the basic principle of waves. And on the surface, the waves on this columns of who go up and down just wave towards the shore. Yeah? And that's what we do now. We do half an 8 up, and then we follow it. We have done it. It's just looking for, it's not me who is moving. Yeah? It is me moving. I'm not doing it myself. I'm looking for, that's eurythmy, how can I move without doing it myself? Okay. We just start coming up behind the head, and the wave comes. And when does it take me along? I let it go to the shore, far out. I wait, and then it's coming back, and I wait. When is it taking me along? Okay, now it starts. It's different for everybody of us. And then I let go, and when does it stop? Okay, here I can stop. I let go. I breathe. We do it one more time, trying, when does it start to take me along? Coming up, behind, I let it go, wave on the shore. I arrive so beautiful. All water disappears, sand, everything. And then out of the pores of the sand, the water comes back, flows into the sea, and starts taking me out again, letting me arrive there. Let your breath free. Breathe. Now we do 1 second variation, and that's when it takes me along there, and that's my main activity, despite of staying connected with myself, that I stay grounded. Can I detect a countercurrent coming towards me in a very fine manner, and what does it feel like while I'm going out on the beach, towards the beach? And vice versa, when I go back to the sea, is a countercurrent coming, going towards the beach? This we try again 2 times. Wave. Now I'm looking. I'm carried there. Is there a stream coming towards me? It disappears on the beach. It's coming back, becoming more and more, taking me along. Can I experience a countercurrent towards the beach? And I let go. I breathe. And the very last time, if it's getting too much, you just make a pause. 1. When does it start? Is there a countercurrent? Coming back. Letting go arrive. Was there a countercurrent? And breathe. It's also possible, if you do not manage to get hold of it while you go back, you have arrived, and then maybe it takes place. Yeah, that something is going in this direction. Countercurrents can come at the same time, or a sort of after current can come into existence, depending on how you have been in it and what you allow on reactions to come. Good. Remember what we have done. We have worked with the R, this coming up, and the wave, and coming back. And now just remember this wave coming back, and now we add the L gesture. And it's just going down there into this low area, returning to the heart, and now use the forces of the heart. Send them into your hands to turn them slowly towards the outside, towards the light, and that your hands become wide and experience the space of light. That's why it's so slowly, because there's such a lot to experience. And here it's like reaching a surface. It's not turning, it's like sinking into it. It's like a diffusion, yeah? A soft penetration. And then you go in there, you feel this roundness coming about, this fullness. You bring it towards your hand, your heart. Your heart loves to support the hands to open up. And the hands are astonished to look into this bright lightness. And again we arrive and we have this feeling of slow diffusion entering there. And maybe try to feel that's not solid, that's not hard. It's a sort of, flexible, mobile, soft, round structure. And then open up. And when you do it the last time, think of your eye. Do not imagine it, but that's also such a round structure which has to be flexible, mobile, transparent, watery, earthly, and open to the light at the same time. L. Slowly let go and arrive at yourself. Feel your feet and your legs. How do they feel now? And maybe when we do it two more times, allow the streaming of your body to penetrate also your legs, and that the knees might bend slightly and come up. That's not necessary, but keep the knees so open that the stream through the body can go through them and really reach your feet. And bending can help, but it's not necessary. In the beginning it helps. So, you have seen it's a little bit this polarity of being round, full, watery, like the life forces we have in our eyes, this body of the eye, and then this openness to the light. And we just imitate it a little bit, but not have it in the head. We just feel what it is like to be this for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 60 years, 70 years. And always be open to these forces of the light, which do have a hardening quality, can have a hardening quality. And then there is this watery, always flexible, always lively, always lovingly bulb. And open, and just very careful. And just keep this quality in mind, as well of the W of the B, which did before, as of the L. When we now do the R, we invite the light forces to penetrate every cell of our body. From our heart, we open the hands into an R gesture. From the heart, we ray through the arms, far out through the fingers into the surroundings, behind what is reachable. From there, we receive an in-streaming, and we feel it in the body, we feel it in the shoulder blades. It's leaning us backwards a little bit. And then we slowly bring our arms down, but all the time this in-streaming stays. We feel it streams in from far out through our fingers, hands, through the arms. And now I go far back into the space of the kidneys, and it's still raying in through my hands, through my arms, into my shoulder blades. And slowly I come back. It's raying in. The hands are left and right of my body, and I only concentrate, can I manage to keep this in-streaming quality? And it's streaming in, streaming in, streaming in. And just lift your arms as far as it's comfortable for you. The main thing is it's streaming in. Feel it in your body. Let the arms sink. Feel your legs. Feel your body. Feel your breath. Feel the area around your eyes, around the head, on the level of the eyes. The space of light around you, or the light-filled space around you. The bodily life forces within you, and your eyes in between. Let your breath flow freely and sit down to listen to the resonance of this sequence of sounds and the way we were entering into them. How to experience the level of joy in your body, the level of light in your body, the presence of your eyes in your body. And if you don't feel it immediately, but if you look into this direction, maybe you start to notice, make some observations which have to do with these elements. If you compare the compactness of the body after the first exercise, or the lightness of the body after the first exercise with the arms, that's going through the intervals, through the members of the arms, arriving out there, arriving in me. How do you experience the level of compactness of the body now, if you compare it? And again, how do you feel the sphere around your head or in your head? The spheres of your eyes going around your head, the space behind your head on the level of your eyes. Anything to notice there? Okay, for those of you who still want, we do the finishing exercise just 2 times. The sequence of these 4 letters, T, R in the upper realm, R towards the lower realm, letting go. And then even going still deeper, while or just through this, forming the O gesture. Through letting go, through experiencing depth, my own energy starts to rise, starts to become a giving, true loving quality. We start at our lower legs because they are attributed to the Aquarius, and Aquarius is the opposite zodiac sign to Leo, which is attributed to the heart. And as opposite signs in a way are like father and child, yeah, we can say our lower legs in a way have a sort of fatherly qualities regarding to our heart. So that's why we start streaming up from our lower legs. The lower legs create a warmth, lightness, which just carries your arms up. And this continues and the heart just joins in. And we stream up and just relieves the answer from up there, touching our heart. The heart really opens up towards this answer. And we let go. We open up towards the spheres below, without losing ourselves. And we dare to even go deeper and deeper and deeper and feel the depths and the fullness and richness, the loving care coming from that. We let the breath react. We keep the mood, the body just had a little bit alive, but it may diminish slowly. We let the breath react, and maybe you want just to do it the same place, you make a little step, whatever. We finish with this last, doing it one more. The lower legs create this streaming up of lightness, warmth, openness. And they continue to stream up. They touch the heaven touches us. We open. We feel the space behind. We accept. We are open towards the space below. And we go down. Deeper, deeper, we let go deeper and deeper, and experience the fullness coming about through that. We let the breath react, let the arms go, keep the memory alive. Okay, please sit down, please relax. It would be great if you have a little bit of time to just take a rest, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, looking back listening to the resonance is a little bit like the conscious way of I'm looking at you, I see you, and that just is the opening gesture for the body. Oh yes. He sees me. That's the motivation. This letting go, what I suggest to do now, is a little bit you let merge you and what you have been doing. It just starts an interweaving. It's not conscious. And in the night, the forces which we have seen or which feel seen, they just start to bring these juvenile energies back to us. Like when during the day we went for a walk, we saw many beautiful things, we are even a little bit exhausted. But then we come home, have a coffee and just tell each other how nice it was. And in the night, that what has us exhausted starts to bring energy, and more energy, much more energy than it had cost. In this way, we have 3 different kinds of poses also in eurythmy. If I may, I say soon goodbye. We have one more time. I would like to ask you 2 questions, because I have to think, how can we go on? And at the moment, I have 3 days with webinars, Monday, Friday, Saturday. That's finished now, but this will come back. I will run another ABSR course, but it's so great what people experience. It's so helpful also to those who are not specifically interested in eurythmy, but really need a sort of support to make their next steps. And that's a powerful means to get people in contact with themselves. So what do I do with the 2 eurythmy days on Monday and Friday? And I thought maybe I could combine them in a way that I choose only one day, and one day I do this, continue with what we are doing on Monday, just working into our body in a way that we really widen our access to our finer levels and forces, for which they are grateful, and which also has a meaning not only for our health, but also a little bit further to our being in a deeper way. And what we do on Friday, this discovering what can eurythmy tell us, what is eurythmy about, what richness lives in it, in this little adventure we have together. You are putting questions to me, I try to answer them. So my idea is, one day, Monday or Friday, I don't know, I work like this. The next one I answer your questions, request concert, then we do continue like this. So we have a 14-day rhythm, of these 2 courses. And my question to you is, which day would be more suitable for you? Which one should I choose? So Tobias, to whom I say hello now, you have read that he is in it, has already sent the poll out to you, or will he do it? It is out. Great. So please choose or let us know which day would be better for you. Is it Monday? Is it Friday? Or does it not matter? Yeah? I cannot say I will stick to your choice, because I have to also see how the Germans do it and what do the Friday people say. I'm absolutely open, but it would give me the possibility to maybe also open up to what else wants to come. Okay, so I think the choosing has reached a certain point. It's just a direction, and Tobias, maybe you end the poll, and it doesn't make a big difference to you. Is one thing, and the other half of you says Monday is better than Fridays. So I hope we will find a solution which suits all of you, and I let you know. And on the website there will be a possibility. I will make how does one say it, a sort of survey, what could I do, and then quickly, if you are interested, I show you which one is it? Just show you what webinars I'm planning to come. The Eurythmy Request concert is again next Friday, and that's us, the Monday group. In summer, there is the summer week, and we will work on the Eightfold Path. I will share what I have worked on, and directly the week after I will share it publicly in a webinar, 7-8 days on the Eightfold Path, where we have just working with the eurythmy gestures, how can we deepen the words Rudolf Steiner has chosen. There are so many levels in these short meditations, and if we use eurythmy, we can maybe connect with these aspects in a deeper way. There will the ABSR course again. The dates are there. Maybe I do also a 10 o'clock European time workshop that people in the East can join more easily. And we will just experiment with a jet lag webinar. How can I do eurythmy on the seats of a plane? Yeah. And then that's what I want to show you is plan future webinars. And there we want to invite you to tell us, what do you want? And we have been working on a course on high sensitivity. And there are the Sermons of the Mount in the background, because the Sermons of the Mount describe in a way the future potential of humanity, of humans, and the people who have developed a high sensitivity are in a way the pioneers of it. So they are still suffering a little bit like pioneers often do, but they are the people who open the doors for others to follow. That's one course. Then again we have the Eurythmy Request Concert, Eurythmy for Health, I've just spoken about. There's a possibility for Health in Action to work in depth on the vowel exercises, which I use in the ABSR course, but then on all 3 levels and not only on 1 level as we do it there. And then we have thought maybe it's interesting to work on specific health issues like eurythmy for cancer patients, eurythmy for arthrosis, or eurythmy for asthma. So if you are interested, and here it's not finished yet, I will have a list where you can just sign in, and as soon as enough people are interested, we can discuss when would be a good time and how are we going to do it. Okay, that's what I wanted to tell you. I say thank you very, very much. I'm looking forward to meet you on Monday again, or maybe if you are there on Friday. Have a good time. Bye-bye.